moving on. Who must be the best speaker of French? The woman in the video, man wearing short sleeves, the woman they talked about, or the man wearing a sweater. Okay. So again, this is one that I didn't catch on my notes. So it's very natural to, right as you start listening to it, you're kind of processing what's happening, what you're looking at, what is the conversation about. We already know what the conversation is about in a vague manner, right? We know that from the pre-listening sentence, we saw that it was a conversation club about English and French. We see that here. Okay, but it can be challenging taking notes at the very beginning, as proven by my lack of notes at the beginning, right? So as we noticed, she was saying something along the lines of, oh, like that went well. Well, the white guy said, oh, it went well. And then the girl in the blue was like, yeah, that was great. We spoke a lot of French, almost as good as yours, to the guy wearing white. And then he said, oh, yeah, but keep going and you might be like that guy, right? And the third guy was the guy in the sweater, right? The red guy. So based on that memory of mine, right? No notes. You have to rely on that memory. Okay. Of course, if you take notes on it, good for you. Yeah. So for me, the man wearing the sweater would be the correct option. Okay. So as we're going through this, just a quick addressing you guys. It's perfectly natural as you progress through these harder parts to have less notes in terms of you'll probably have more notes, but less answers directly in your notes, right? So I took a lot of notes specifying like allophones, the member wait list, all of that. But it's perfectly okay when you don't have something. Don't panic, don't freak out. It's completely natural to not have notes on absolutely everything, right? If you think about when you're at a university lecture or if you're in high school or whatever, and you're studying, right? When you're taking notes, you're not going to write down every single word the teacher or professor is saying. In fact, that's not very good notes in the first place, right? So if your notes are lacking in places, it's perfectly natural. That's where you have to really rely on your memory and trust your memory as well. Okay, so when you don't have notes on something, what I would encourage you is don't get in the mindset of, oh no, I missed it. I'm like, oh, my English level must not have been good enough to catch it or something like that, because it's perfectly normal, right? So instead think, oh, okay, I missed it. It must have just been somewhere in one of those gaps that I missed. So let me just think about what was being discussed in that part, right? So keep a very positive mindset. There's no reason to put yourself down or think that your English is bad because you're missing certain parts. As is evident here, as a native English speaker, me being even a certified CELPIP instructor, you can miss things here and there, and it's perfectly natural, right? So don't panic, go in with a positive attitude, and you'll do great, okay? So the answer to that one is the man wearing the sweater.